Good day everyone, my name is Arslan and welcome to my 13th Blender video. Today we have a very interesting project. We're going to be making a realistic 3D plan inside Blender. I'm very excited for today. When it comes to making 3D plans, there are, you could say, 3 to 4 different ways of doing it. In my case, we are going to be doing it the manual, the traditional way. So let's quickly get started. And when I'm making it, then I'll talk, and you guys will have an idea of what I'm talking about. So seven, A, delete, Shift and A, and let's first of all bring our let's bring our image, our reference image. So this is the reference that we have. It's a good, nice little house, nothing special. So for the first thing is always scaling it down, making sure that it is to scale. So how do we scale this? This is the reference that we have, which is 9858 So let's quickly change this to millimeters, and let's do it the same way I did for my other videos. So Shift and A, mesh, and single word, and add a word, and extrude the word to 9. If you press 9, it's 2876, right? So we have to extrude it to 9858. 9858. And oh my god, our picture is so small. And same case for this. So our top limit is 8250. So E and Y, not Z. So 8250. And guys, our temporary reference, our reference shape is already made. This is the reference. So now, like we do it on the other times, let's arrange this, bring it to the right position. Oops. Let's bring the image to the right positions. And let's decrease the opacity. Why is the opacity so much? So 0.5, right? We have decreased the opacity. Now let's arrange this to right here, done, and dot on your keyboard. Change the pivot point to 3D cursor, and now scale it up. So here you go. I think it's already scaled. This is our limit, and all right, okay, and fine. Our image is scaled already. So task number 1 is completed. Now let's quickly start making our project. Now let's delete the temporary words. I mean the temporary the reference that we made. Now Shift and S, cursor to world origin, and Shift and S, selection to cursor. Here you go. It is so easy. In order to make a beautiful floor plan, we can make it by using the Archi Mesh, the Archi Pack, and there are even many other add-ons that we have. In my case, I'm going to be making it the very traditional way. For this video, let's make it this way, and then in other videos, we'll be using the Archi Pack and the Archi Mesh. So Shift and A, and the Mesh, and Cube. All right, so this is the dimensions. Let's change our units back to meters, because I'm comfortable with meters and feet, not mm. Alright, so how do we do this? The width is, of course, 0.2, because that's 9 inches. And this can be anything, right? And the Z can be, alright, you know what, we'll change that later on. First of all, let's bring this to the right position, and let's start sketching. So it's very easy. G. And this is kept at 0.2, I think. Right, let's bring it to 0.18. Nope, so 0.15. Okay, much better. All right, so now this is the right position. Okay, now edit mode, and Shift and Z, and we selected this, so E and 0.2. All right, so 0.2 is 9 inches. Okay, I'm trying to make a column with this. This is sort of a column that we have. So you know what, let's G and X. Yes, but this is more, but it's fine. It's fine. It's because of the image. Um, you know what, then if this is gonna give us a bit problem, how about 0. How about Control Z, and E. So E and all right. So it means last time we did 0.2, right? Let's make it as 0.15. Fine. Okay. I changed it because although this is 9 mm, but the image right now, according to this image, let's do a bit modification. So now it's just sketching it, and E means extrude again. So when we reach this point, we have to stop. We have to make a column here because that column is going to be extruded on the right. So E again to 0.15, finished, and E to this point, and E again to 0.15. Now select this and E. Of course, it can be carried on, right? GNX. All right, so E 0.15. Okay, it's not hard at all. E and E to 0.15. Select this, and you know what? Let's bring this to. Whenever you're not sure, of course, we always have the vertex and the snap, one of the best tools. Not the best, but I mean my favorite tool, and the GNX. And when you press it here, it's already snapped. Now, as far as this is concerned, let's select this and let's select this and G and snap again. Okay, and very easy. Um, G and snap again, and all right. So now A and M, and by distance we have removed 4 vertices. So the vertices that were overlapping here, they're already removed. So now it's the same thing, it's just sketching out our overall shape, right? Alright guys, as you guys can see, our tracing is done, and check out our image. So now G and Z, and alright. So let's how do we do this? Let's change the height to 3 meters, and let's change this to 1.5, that which is half, and we have automatically snapped it on our surface. So you know what? In fact, 2.6. All right, that sounds much better. So this would become 1.3. All right, so we have automatically snapped it down. Now it looks much better as compared to before. So now it's the edge loops. We have to, sort of make boundaries for windows and our edges. And another important thing is this scale. Make sure you don't forget this. Otherwise, you're going to have quite some problems with your modeling. So that is done. Now we have scaled everything back to the right position. So the next task from this point is making our loops and making our windows and our doors. But before that, I believe we have to go to edit mode, and we have to set sort of boundaries. All right. I mean, as an architectural designer, as a civil engineer, I believe the boundaries has to be set. So, for example, the thickness of our column is 0.2, right, 9 mm, but we took it as 0.15. So we have to do the same. So Control and R, and I'm going to show you whatever I'm saying. For example, let's snap it to the right edge, and then G and X and 0.15. Right, done. So it means that our window or our door cannot be in this area right here. That is the maximum limit. This is what engineering is all about. So Control and R, and bring it to the edge, and in this case it's gonna be Y, isn't it? That is X, this is Y. So G and Y and 0.15. So done. So now we have to do the same for all of them. I'm going to pause the video in this case. So Control and R, and snap it to that point, and G and X, in this case it's going to be minus 0.15. So easy, nothing hard. And Control and R, snap it to the end, and G and Y and 0.15. Right? So we are going to be doing the same for all of them. Alright guys, so I have done all of them. As you guys can see, this is sort of the limits that we have made for ourselves, and all of it is completed. So now the next most important part is, all our windows are going to be, they're usually about 1 meters from the ground. That's, I wouldn't say standard practice, but that's how it is. So we added a loop here, and G and Z and 1 meters, right? So next task done. And for the kitchen, we definitely have some sinks, and we have our drawers and our cabinets. So for that, usually a zero point 0.6 meters is considered fine. So in this case, we already have a zero point 0.2 meters right here. I mean 0.15, but we need a 6 meters one. So Control and R, snap it right here, and we are in X axis. So G and X, and minus zero point 0.6. Yes, done. And the same case for this, Control and R, snap GX, and minus zero point 0.6. Nope. So G and X, and um, zero point 0.6. Why am I confusing? Nope, that's wrong again. G and X, and minus zero point 0.6. Yes, done. And all right. For the 1 meter length, it is the same even in this one. So Control and R, and snap it down, and G and Z, and 1 meter is done. So I mean, our openings are gonna be above the 1 meters, right? And Control and R, down, and G and Z, and 1 meters. Fine, all of them. And same case for this, Control and R, down, and GZ, 1 meters. And for the above, we also have to set a limit for our above. So Control and R, down, and G and Z, 1 meter is done. And for the above, it's going to be Control and R, up, and GZ, minus zero point 0.15, finished. So I mean, the workflow is the same now. We have to do it for all of them. So Control and R, up, GZ, minus zero point 0.15. Now how do we make an opening right here? It's going to be 3, and it's going to be 3 space, BRIDGE, and this is our first opening, guys. I mean, it's very easy. It's just once you get your concepts clear, setting out the limits, and extruding and drawing out your plan, rest of it is not hard at all. All right, guys. So I have included the necessary. I mean, I've made the necessary. You could say the holes throughout, and we have a small one for the kitchen. Rest all of it is just the things that we did. Now the next thing is the windows and doors, another very important concept. So modeling windows and doors takes so much time. Instead, we are going to be using the Archimesh mesh tools. It's in view. Nope, it's in edit. Yes, the hmm, where is it? We are in edit mode. That's what's not showing up. Archimesh. This is it. So we are going to be using this, right? Now let's go back to the edit mode, and let's select an edge. So this is how, I mean, again, the concept is the same. I'm going to do it once, and then I'm going to forward it, all right? So go to edit mode, select the face, shift and S, cursor to selected, all right? So the cursor is here. For example, shift and S, cursor towards origin, it went back towards origin. Control and S, cursor to selected. All right, so we brought the cursor here, and now back out from our edit mode, and now let's include a door, and this is the door, guys. Very, very easy. So this is going to be our main door. In this case, we want both sides to be open. So now it's importing the things out. So I have a bunch of different assets that I had. Some of them I made them. Some of them I found. I mean, I've downloaded from free internet sites. check out it. I've made it into an asset library. So now it's just dragging and dropping all the things and making sure that your design makes sense. For example, the washroom part. So check out how easy it is. We have just dragged and dropped it. Now 7 and G and R and Z. All right, we have to change the origin. So individual origins and object set origin to geometry. Now R and Z and then 90. Here we go. So it's going to be the same workflow for all of them. So we have already started to make our washroom. All right, very easy. So I'm going to again skip the video. I'm going to import all the things and then we're going to be back. Ready, guys? So check this out, how beautiful our floor plan has become. We have a lot of progress, and this is the almost final result. For example, let's go to our settings. We're in cycles, right? So this is one, and check this out. So this is our final, you could say, ready floor plan. Uh, it can be it is a bit dark in the side, and let's go to the normal view. There are a lot of things that I did, which I'm going to discuss quickly. So the first thing is always the floor. I added a normal texture. After that, I made these area lights, which point towards the windows. So this gives us this natural look. All the components are imported and they're added, and you can see it right here. All of them are imported. That is our kitchen, and this is our main car park. Excuse me. And this is our main bedroom, and this is the washroom. This is a sort of a cleaning area that we have inside the washroom, and these are the curtains. So check out our floor plan. It is completed. And now if we go to our rendered view, so this is our night rendered view. And I've added these LED sort of lights. They're area lights. They're stretched out, but they represent an LED light, all right? And this area is of course a bit dark because we are going to be watching our TV or here, so I have purposely kept it a bit dark. Rest the bedrooms are lit, and the kitchen is again it's there's a lot of lights in the kitchen. And for example, the camera, if we go to the morning view, we can even do that by adding an environment HDRI to this, and this is the final product, as you guys can see. So it was just adding the materials, and for example, this place right here, I used the knife tool to select that face and then add the material, assign that material to a different, you could say material, assign that face to a different material, and the wooden floor is just, I mean, there's nothing you could say special. It's just adding a wooden floor to it. Most of these materials are procedural. That is a different video if you want to particularly see every material, and check out our final 3D floor plan. So now it's just adding the camera and making sure our views are captured. These are some of the, you could say, the assets that I imported. So and after that we is adding the lights and making sure that everything looks fine. So uh, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from this workflow. There are many other workflows for creating more plans, but this one I believe you have more control over the walls, right? Which is a bit manual, but still you do have more control over the walls. So see you next time. Stay tuned with us, and I hope you learned something from this video. See you next time for more interesting videos.